In a world of technology, the future is online. Tune in to www.radiobulamasti.com. radiobulamasti.com.
यस हमारे साथ जुड़ी है आशना कुमार जी और एक बार फिर से हम आप सभी को दिल से शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहते हैं. थैंक यू सो मच फॉर tuning in to Radio Bula Masti and joining in to Radio Bula Masti. This is a station of fusion and we try to accommodate everyone, anyone we can. And we have a very beautiful lady here with us today joining us online, Ashna Kumar. And Ashna is uh, an employee here at Douglas College. She is a career coach and she works with youth from 15 to 30 years of age. And right now she's running a paid 6-week employment program, which is starting on May the 31st. And she wants to spread the word around. So first of all, let's welcome Ashna Kumar to Radio Bula Masti. And for the first time I'm meeting you, it's a pleasure, Ashna. Welcome. And how are you doing today?
I'm good. Thank you so much for having me. I'm super excited to be a part of this and to spread the word for the better cause for everybody. So thank you for having me. I'm doing great today. Excited.
You are very welcome and consider this as your station. And anytime you have anything to reach out to the community with, we are here. Yes, Ashna, let's hear a little bit more about you. And we'll go ahead with the main part of today's program.
Yeah, for sure. So again, my name is Ashna Kumar. I work with Douglas College as a career coach. And again, very happy to be here today. One of the main reasons I reached out as well is because my parents are from Fiji. They came here in the 80s. And my sister and I are first generation Canadians. So just again, my main goal is to, be able to, my passion is to change lives, empower others, and just really provide the tools out there that, even many young Canadians and even newcomer Canadians, immigrants, didn't have the tools and resources when, when they first stepped foot here. And I've been doing this for almost 11 years and I wouldn't change a thing about it. And again, I just want to keep spreading the word and helping people out there.
Mm-hmm. And you used a very few good words there. Being immigrants here, being new, I was there once myself, so I can really relate to it. You kind of feel lost. Where do I go? What do I do? Where do I start? Right? So
Yeah.
I'm so glad that you are in this field and trying to help the community. And once again, Ashna works at Douglas College, and she is she works in the career coaching field, right? And you work with youths between 15 and 30 years of age, trying to help the youths. And it's so great to invest in our youth because I feel, they are our future.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get into this program that you are running for 6 weeks. What is SEED's employment program?
So our employment program, there's many employment programs out there, but what I try to tackle as the career coach and facilitator, just in the short time they have with me, that 6-week period, is not only, of course, the employment tools and, thinking outside the box of, how do I go knock on doors, especially with COVID times?
Mm-hmm.
How do I, again, not just those main job search engines you see out there, but what other ways that we could, again, network and connect with each other. And so during that 6 weeks, just in a nutshell, there's lots of information that we can always share if people want further information. But just in a nutshell, it's a full 14-week program. So first 6 weeks, you're in class with me, all online, Monday to Friday, 9 to 3. And that's when the participants who do get selected for the program, they do get paid minimum wage. So it is, kind of a little bit of financial support that while they're job searching and attending, again, this program with me to gain all the tools and everything to get out there, they are getting paid 9 to 3, as long as, again, they're doing everything in the class.
So it's not just that they are getting trained, they're getting paid training
Both.
as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What else can we ask for?
Exactly. And then even with the end game, The 14 weeks, they are supported with 8 weeks of paid work experience after as well. And we do have a great team of, job developers who have lots of great connections in the field as well. So as long as you have open communication, you're hungry for full-time work, we're the program for you. And again, we're here to be, I'd like to say something new that I've heard recently is I like to be useful and not helpful. So you're here for 6 weeks. Let me be useful to you so you can take those tools and again, change your life right for the better in the future.
That's so true. And did I hear you say it's an online program? So people don't have to go into class, drive out, or be worried about this COVID situation that we are in?
Nope, they are online with me Monday to Friday every day, and you will get this voice loud and happy and proud. So get excited.
I hear a lot of motivation, and I see a lot of motivation in you. That's amazing. That's amazing. So, is this a program targeted towards any type of industry? Because I'm sure people are wondering, can I get in? Can I get in?
That's a great question. We do target many different types of industries, and one thing I'd like to make it clear is this isn't a program where, again, 6 weeks is very short. So it's we set realistic goals for students. So if they want to become, something in the medical field down the road or something in the business field down the road, our goal is that we provide the tools for the youth to kickstart their employment journey with the short-term goals that lead into the long-term goals. So if they want whatever field they want, we will help them gain the tools and experience. Again, just like everybody has to, from the bottom going to the top and setting them up for success.
And once again, it's not like you have to pay to get into a school. This is where you're going, getting the training, and you're getting paid instead. It's the other way around this time.
Yep.
Right? Wow. Now, it sounds too good to be true. Like nothing is for free, but in this case, it's not even we're not even talking about free. You're getting paid. So, what is the catch here? How do you guys benefit? How the people would benefit by getting the free training, and they get paid at the same time. So, what's the catch here?
I always like to say there's no catch. You're just stuck with me.
All
Right,
right.
you need a really good kick in the butt, but we definitely know that it's really hard for you to gain employment out there, and just being in the lower mainland, 40% of Surrey's population are youth, and they are, just like you mentioned, the next generation of the workforce. And what the government wants to do is to provide funding for those youth, because again, if students or participants need first aid training, barista training, or even like a short admin training to gain the skills of something as small as Microsoft Office, let us do that for you, right? So don't struggle, come knock on our door. Let's see how we can help you out.
Wow, I already have a few people in my mind because I always get approached. People are looking for jobs, or they are in one field and they really want to get into a different field, and because they don't have the training, that education, they're kind of hesitant. First of all is trying to build them up, and motivate them a little bit, right? So I think that would be a good start for them for sure, and I'm definitely sure that these people are listening, because these are our viewers and our listeners that quite often call me and say, hey, I'm looking for a job, or I'm struggling in this field. If you know of anything, let me know. So I'm glad you reached out, Ashna, and thank you for all those that referred you to Radio Bula Masti. Thank you. Now, so once after this training is done, it's a 6 week program, and for you it might not 6 weeks. You said it's only 6 weeks. For some people, it's only 6 weeks, right? But for some people, 6 weeks is a big thing for them. It's a lot of training for them. So once this training is done, paid training is done, do they get placed, or do they have to go and find their own job after that?
That's a great question. We'd like to say it's a tag team, right? So, if you're motivated, we'll meet you 100% of the way and be motivated just as much as you're to support you. So all the participants, like I said, we have a really great, small, tight-knit team. And the participants do get what's called assigned to a job developer. So we have a job developer on the team, and she supports the team right from, again, week one of the classes. So she comes in, introduces herself, builds a relationship with each individual. Say, what, Aisha, what's your goal? Ashna, what's your goal? What are you guys, what are some of the challenges you've been having that we can overcome? So very much involved. And on average, if the participants in our program, no matter where they come from, whether they're Canadian or not, not, if they use the tools provided in class and they start applying for work within week 3, week 4, which is usually on average, they're placed usually 2 to 3 weeks after the 6-week period, and then they're with their employer, they're in a full-time job, everybody's happy. That's our silent like $1 million for our lottery for our team, knowing that we've changed a life, and they're doing something with their lives. So yeah.
Now, a lot of times I see that there are that with the new immigrants, they have a lot of education from the country they came from, or experience from the country they came from, but they are lacking in the English language, right? It's the language they were speaking, whether it be Hindi or some other language they were speaking. So English becomes a challenge for them. Do you think that would be a barrier in here?
It depends. It goes case by case. Most of the, again, newcomers we have met have had, again, very great conversational English. However, if we do see that someone's English isn't up to par, we obviously don't want to accept them and set them up for not success, right?
For sure.
So if for some reason we don't accept somebody, we don't just leave them hanging. There are many other employment programs or even free English classes within Douglas College that we can support them and say, hey, Aisha, go here, bring up your level of English, maybe in the next 3 months. And for Seed, we have intakes throughout the year. So this is our only and last intake. We have another intake in July. We do have another intake, again, lots of intakes for Seed. So if they're not successful again, or they're not confident with their English level, we will refer them to take English speaking classes. And then if, again, they haven't found a job, they can always come back and reapply for our Seed, and then we can support them from there.
Okay. So what does the word SEED actually stand for?
SEED stands for Sustainable Employment and Environmental Directions.
Okay.
And what it was before, because we're on a brand new contract that just started at the end of last year, but SEED has been around for many years. And we are still green based, but it used to be a lot about the green economy, sustainable employment. And that's something we still discuss, green employers in Vancouver, for those participants who really want to, again, be part of that side of things, to say, hey, you know what, I want to go and change the world for the better. Let's talk about recycling. Let's talk about how we can, save trees and things like that. So we do add a little bit of the green content with this new curriculum as well.
Awesome, excellent. And now, is this a government-funded program that you're hosting?
Yep, this is a government-funded program.
Awesome. Okay. I know Douglas College is known very well, and I know my kids went to Douglas College as well. For those of you that are wondering what kind of college it is very well known, and it's got very good reviews. So for the people that are wondering that haven't heard of Douglas College, you can check out what's your website?
They can just go to douglascollege.ca, and then we're under the department, the training group. So that's where you'll find all of the government-funded programs, is directly under Douglas College Training Group.
Well, that's good to see that it's government-funded, and it shows that the government is trying to help with unemployment, because we know that unemployment is a challenge here, right?
For sure it is. And the best thing is too, once these youth participants complete these 6 weeks in class with me and they complete that 8 weeks of work experience, they get a nice financial bonus to go celebrate, right? Whether it's a spa day or a shopping spree or just anything you can do during these COVID times, right? But anyone who does successfully complete the program, I mean, you keep on working your full-time job and you get a nice little parting gift too from Douglas College, and a certificate of completion. So it's really nice, a really great success for anybody.
So you're saying there's a reward after completing this program in 6 weeks?
You know it, and there's no catch. Again, you can make it with Ashna for 6 weeks. We got this.
And if you are listening to the voice on the radio only, radiobulamasti.com, you can tell that it's not a scary voice. She seems very friendly. And if you're watching the video, yes, of course, Ashna, I've met you for the very, very, very first time today, Ashna. It's a pleasure, and you seem like a very friendly person, very motivated. And I don't see a better person than you being in this coaching program, trying to help motivate and get our people some help, some experience, some education. And education is something you can never, ever, ever go wrong with. And no one can take that away from you, right? So that's excellent, and I'm so glad. And now, question comes: is how do people sign up for this program? Is there an email address, phone number, or site they can go to?
Yeah, for sure. So we do hold, because since our program does start May 31st, right now on via Zoom every Tuesday and Thursday, we are holding information sessions. And if they want any more information, I can always email you too as well, Aisha, but they can go to seedyouth@douglascollege.ca. So that's SEED youth youth at douglascollege.ca. And if they just let us know, they heard of us through the radio station or on Facebook, we can sign them up right away. I can send them the link for the information session, and then once they attend the information session, from there the process kind of starts. So every Tuesday and Thursday right now before May 31st, there is a information session at 10 a.m. And then it'll be me and my teammates on that information session. So any more questions, you can always contact us through that.
Awesome. And the classes actually start on May 31st, right? So
Yeah.
registration has to be completed by, is there a deadline for the registration?
There's no deadline, but there are a limited amount of seats that we can accept. And so it is first come, first serve, but also there's a process that we do go through a government portal. And then so of course, the sooner we meet you, the sooner we can get your intake paperwork up the chain. And then that's when we get an answer back, Aisha's accepted or not. And then again, we can then say, okay, what's the next step from there? So it is a step-by-step process, but I mean, we are holding information sessions all the way till the end. So come join us, the sooner the better.
Awesome.
What are you waiting for?
Exactly what you're waiting for, right?
Yeah.
So the eligibility to apply for this is youths 15 and 30 years of age?
50 to 30 years of age. And then you have to be unemployed and seeking full-time employment. So that's the biggest thing, is that anyone who does come into this program, you're seeking not part-time, but 35 hours or more. And that could be any type of employment. Okay. And, we can always discuss that if you are unemployed, they could be underemployed. So if you're only working weekends, like evenings, like again, very minimal shifts, come talk to us, right? I always encourage people, even if you think you don't need it, you never know. Come talk to us, right? It's free. It's free to chat with us. It's free to ask questions. So so just knock on our door.
All right. Well, sounds like a very good deal. You can't go wrong. There's no catch. The government is trying to help the unemployment rate. And Ashna, I want to thank you for taking this initiative and reaching out to our community. And Radio Bula Masti is being listened into different communities, not just Fiji community. So that's why we did this interview in English as well. So once again, this is through Douglas College. And Ashna, thank you so much for joining today and trying to help our community. Any last words you want to share with our viewers and our listeners?
Yeah, be curious, get uncomfortable, knock on doors, because you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. Very well said.
Exactly. So I hope to get phone calls and emails. So what's stopping you? Knock on my door.
All right. Ashna's waiting for you. So is email the only way or website?
No. They can give me a call. If anyone wants some information, they can call me at 604 218-0768. And there is another phone number on the poster as well and online, and they can contact that number as well. It will they'll get a hold of my colleague, and we're all the same, working towards the same goal.
All right. So any questions or concerns? Ashna loves to talk. She loves to help. So give Ashna a call at 604-218-0768. I got the number right?
Yep, you did.
Awesome. All right, Ashna, thanks for choosing Radio Bula Masti. We'll stay in touch, my dear.
We will.
And good luck to you and good luck to everyone. Thank
you.
All right, thanks. Stay tuned to radiobulamasti.com.
In a world of technology, the future is online. Tune in to www.radiobulamasti.com. radiobulamasti.com.